The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I am the host. Ed, do you understand? I am the host. 800-848-9222. Hello, Ed.
Rules. You set the rules, buddy.
Thank you. I set the rules.
5 tenors and Sting and Lady Gaga. Now that's to die for. I can sit in front of the crazy boob tube and just OD on the best there ever was. The 60s, 70s, 80s. Terrific. Just absolutely the best.
And your point is?
Well, I do have another point in that
Okay.
I'm asking that we take a moment away from the international and look at the plight of the cities, and I mean the deep trouble they're in, and it's a combination of corruption and violence that's been allowed to just absolutely take over. And the problem is we have models of successes in the histories, and those have been erased. The models of what we did right in the cities are not accessible. We can't get to them. We can't learn from them. That's unfair. It's just basically unfair.
Well, name me a city that was successful that we have been denied access to their information. Give me an example.
Well, St. Louis was the third city. Once we opened Union Station, we became very valuable to New York, to the entertainment industry, and Los Angeles. That lasted until about 1985, and then things really were shaken up.
Now, when Judy Garland sang Meet Me in St. Louis, do you think that was the beginning of the end of the city or the beginning of the city?
It was insignificant. And now, I mean, I think too much emphasis has been put on the World's Fair because it ended after 6 months. Now, we have some things here that have lasted nearly 100 years that have contributed. So I'm not dissing the World's Fair, but I'm saying get off of the World's Fair, look at some of the other things that have worked, and try to, I have a
homework. I got it, and you're right. I have a homework assignment for you. Would you like a homework assignment? Will you call it in a week, and will you do that?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right. Listen, that World's Fair, those expositions in St. Louis, Paris. Where was the other big one? St. Louis, Paris,
Chicago.
Chicago. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Chicago beat us. We tried for another one. We were pretty bold back there, but it was a convention we tried for, and we just didn't get it. Denver got it the first convention west of the Mississippi, but we weren't. The Coliseum wasn't ready, so it's a good thing we didn't get it. We got Caruso at the Coliseum. That's not a bad.
No, that was a pretty good booking. It was no Billy Joel, but it was a pretty good booking. Now listen to me, Ed. Here's your homework, and I'm almost serious about this. Listen, I want you to go to online or to the big public library building in St. Louis, the one that's been there a long time, and I want you to ask to see photos of the construction of that World's Fair. You want to see
absolutely,
okay? Will you go there and do that? Because here's what I think you're going to find. Almost none. You're going to find photos of the World's Fair, hundreds, thousands, but I don't think you're going to find many photos of it being constructed. Nor would you find it of the one in Paris or Chicago, because when you look at those buildings, and you look at the bas-relief and the detailed statuary work and how beautiful and magnificent they were, you have to sit back and go, did we really build that on roads that were still dirt with construction workers getting there on horse and had chisels And
Mules?
mules, yes, mules, but there's no reason to insult your wife. The fact is that throughout the world, those expositions appeared and were magnificent. And then you look around them at the buildings that were around them and built at the same time, and you look at the dirt roads and you go, wait a minute. Maybe we didn't build those. Maybe we found them. And then when we were done with them, we got rid of them fast. Because look at what we have built since. Look at the municipal buildings, the libraries, the schools. Look at what we have built since. It's ugly, it's plain, it's utilitarian. It has nothing to do with what, if we built that, but maybe we didn't build it. Maybe they were there. That's why it says founded rather than built by. And then one other thing. But I want you to do that homework. And then when you see the photos of those buildings, the early photos of those fairs, see if you see any people on the streets. See if you see any people walking around.